Water. Trust your truck accessories with Rose Auto in Blairsville for an experience you never thought possible.
Rose Auto.
Haul your truck up to Rose Auto on the Murphy Highway.
Constantly challenging ourselves as a college means more learning opportunities, better teaching, more innovative programs, greener facilities, a stronger community, and happier students. Every choice we've made reinforces our mission to help educate, inspire, and empower you. Young Harris College. This is the place where your future unfolds.
The Morning Dish.
He's the hardest working man in show business. His band's music takes you into the midnight hours. And when you wake up, his voice is back on your radio alarm clock. How on earth did this happen?
Well, Jeff saw me taking out the trash at the radio station.
And he won another award.
But this one is better.
It's the Morning Dish with the 2019 Radio Personality of the Year winner, Stephen Phillips.
You paying attention to this, Packy?
And as long as Pat Malone is already out of bed.
Then I might as well ride herd around here.
Well, giddy up.
And Packy Smith is still special too.
You guys know these demo tapes don't just edit themselves together, right?
Well, all right.
3 cheers for Stephen Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, folks, we're back with you. It's Friday, the day we've been waiting for. Hope everybody's doing good out there. We got Miss Jennifer in here with us this morning. Good morning, Sunshine.
Good morning, Stephen, and everybody out there.
Yeah, I guarantee it. Then they got Tommy over here. Tommy.
Good morning.
And we got some giveaways. We got all kinds of Hey, Pat, I forgot about you. We got Pat Malone, too. Sorry, Pat.
Thanks, Stephen.
You're welcome.
And Packy.
Packy's over here running the show.
Yeah, Packy. Anyway, we got all kinds of giveaways. We got Corey Smith tickets.
Corey Smith's in town tomorrow night at the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds and it's a music hall, and we're going to give away a pair of tickets on our show today.
And look what hold that up there for the camera. Look at Tommy Townsend.
Whoa, look at that sexy guy.
Handsome, and check out the back.
There you go.
It's not amazing.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah,
they're gonna give that away. We're gonna give that away, and he's gonna sign. You gonna sign it?
You can sign it.
Let me sign it. I don't know if I know how to spell Townsend. I can get Tommy on there, but I don't know if I can do the Townsend part.
Yeah. We put out a LP vinyl.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's
Old
a big deal.
School.
So
Love it.
We've been giving some of that away. So how we gonna do that? The last part of the show, Packy, they can do the question of the day.
Well, we could throw it in with the Corey Smith thing if you want.
Yeah, that'll work.
Do that.
Yeah. All right, that'll work. Hey, today in 1959, Johnny Horton. Y'all remember Johnny Horton?
Oh, yeah.
The Battle of New Orleans. In 1815 or whatever it was.
1814.
We took a little trip. That is so funny because back when I was in the 3rd grade, if you were good, you got to sit and listen to that. It had a little record player in there. You got to listen to the music. And that's the only song on there, the only record they had that I liked. They had some more, but they were like kiddie stuff, nursery rhyme stuff. So I got to listen. I learned every word of that right off the get-go in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
I always liked they grabbed an alligator and it followed another round.
Yeah. You heard Hank Jr.'s version of that?
No, where you talking about fired your butt?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Battle of New Orleans. I wish I could just write one song like that, just stick around forever. Like Happy Birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's a good one.
There you go. And Tracy Lawrence. Today would have been Tracy Lawrence's birthday. Would have been. He's still with us. Born in Atlanta, Georgia. Born on this day in Atlanta, Texas. What? Atlanta, Texas, was. So, wait a minute. Was she like on an airplane and started in Atlanta and ended up in Texas, or how?
There is an Atlanta, Texas, Stephen.
Oh, there is an Atlanta, Texas?
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So he was born in Atlanta, Texas. So he ain't even a Georgia boy. He's one of them dang Texans.
Texan.
Think there's something all that bigger than Texas.
Hey, Tommy, Joey Bailey says, hey, he's listening to us.
Oh, hey, Joey Bailey.
He wrote Stephen a nice poem yesterday.
Yeah, don't read the poem.
We can probably read it if you want.
Joey, you better not say you love Tommy, too. I'm just telling you, man. I ain't taking none of
Stephen gets a little jealous.
I ain't taking all that two-timing stuff. Ain't gonna happen. Dixie Chicks released a major label album, Wide Open Spaces. Are they still They ain't the Dixie Chicks anymore, are they?
Yeah, they went back to the Dixie Chicks.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, I think they're doing a new record. So I hear.
I know they dropped the Dixie Chicks. I'd have dropped the Chicks and just put Dixie.
Okay.
The night they drove old Dixie down. Now that's a guy right there
Yeah.
that I love him.
Oh,
No
yeah.
doubt, man. He is the greatest. He is the greatest of all. And his daughter Amy, she's out playing now. She does good. Yeah, she does good.
Yeah.
So anyway, two
Hey,
songs.
today is Mozart's birthday.
Oh man, he has got some great paintings. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
That's the only
No,
thing.
that's Monet, buddy.
Yes, Mozart, musician.
Oh, okay, yeah. Rock me
Mozart.
Amadeus,
Yes.
Amadeus,
Yes.
Amadeus. You remember
There
that
you
song
go.
back in the 80s? Come on, rock me Amadeus.
Remember that? Yeah.
Yeah.
How about Jerome Kern? Jerome
don't
Kern
know
is
that one.
listed as a songwriter and composer. And I got a question for you guys.
All right.
What is the difference between a songwriter and a composer?
Well,
Are
I don't think
Tell us,
songwriters
Stephen.
composers?
composer don't put no words on there. It's just word. It's just a song.
Music.
Just music.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just music. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So songwriter is the music and the words.
You know, Elton John and Bernie Taupin,
Right.
they were
Yeah.
partners in all those songs. Bernie wrote the lyrics. Elton John wrote all the melodies and stuff.
That's crazy how that works,
Yeah.
though, because usually
Cool.
when you write a song, you have a melody in your head for it to go along with.
Yeah.
But he just wrote poems, and then Elton John would put
Yeah.
them in the.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
That
think
must
Elton.
have been an unusual relationship. that
Yeah,
people
he has.
could do
He's
that.
had a lot of them over the
Yeah.
years. I think Elton John.
I'm not going there.
Whether I like his music, he's got some cool
Oh
tunes,
man,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's talented.
He's one of the best in the business in
And
my
they
book.
say
Yes.
that he's got great show. You know, they say his
He's a
shows are just
showman.
over the top. I mean, it can't be good as Jimmy Buffett's show, but pretty close. I love Jimmy Buffett's show. Have you ever been? It's like going to a circus, man. They got
Yeah.
all them guys on stilts and girls on stilts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a happening. Yeah. What else you want to know, Pat? While we're on the educating you.
Today is Edward Smith's birthday. Do you know who he was?
Yeah, that's Mr. Smith's son.
Yeah.
I think he's
what did
Kentucky.
What did he do for a living?
Man, when you say Smith, you've named half the people in America. I don't know who this guy is.
Okay, I'll tell you who this guy is. He was the captain of the Titanic.
That's right. How would you like to go down in history as that guy?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking,
Yeah.
huh?
He went down in history, didn't he?
Yeah, golly, and they still speculating on that Titanic. You know, now here's coming from a redneck. You know, they were going through the water and they hit that dang iceberg, and they slowed down and stopped. And of course, we know what happened there. It sunk.
Yeah.
I always wonder because I'm a boat guy, and like if you're going down the water, you can take the plug out of the back of the boat as long as you're going, and it won't. So I wondered if they'd put that thing in reverse. Full power and reverse and went in a straight line if it would have stayed up longer. I bet you $1,000
Yeah,
to
it
know
probably
that it
would.
would have had.
Interesting.
I mean, think about that, though.
Yeah.
I think the other interesting aspect of the Titanic sinking, and I think you mentioned the book, The Creature of Jekyll Island. Did you remember the part where a lot of the people who were on the Titanic were against the establishment of the Federal Reserve, which we're stuck with today, and it's causing all the problems? I think a couple of people backed out last minute, but the other huge bankers were actually on the Titanic, and it sank.
See,
So there's a lot of shady
conspiracy
business.
theory on this?
It's an interesting point that the book brings up.
Well, I do know Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. They survived.
They did.
No, he didn't.
Yes.
He didn't.
Leonardo didn't.
Oh, he's still around.
They actually,
He's still making movies.
they actually did they're no kidding. They did this study to see if he'd have got up on the door that she was floating on if they'd have both survived. That's
Yeah.
crazy to
Oh,
think
yeah.
they
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah.
Here's my theory on the Titanic. You want my theory on the Titanic? They said Jesus himself couldn't sink this ship, and I think Jesus said, well, we'll see about that.
Watch this. Watch this.
Pride
Jesus said,
goeth
"Hold my
before the
beer."
sinking.
Yeah, we'll see about that, old buddy, old pal.
Yeah.
But
Hey, this day in history, the Soviet troops entered Auschwitz to free the survivors of the concentration camps.
really,
Yeah,
I wonder if there's
January 27th, 1945.
you still back in the day, had all these movies where these guys would go back and free these prisoners that's still in prison for war crimes. You wonder if that's still going on. You reckon they still got them somewhere over there hid out?
I think most of those guys are either hung or are died of old age.
Man, they
now.
were rough to him, wasn't they? Golly. Hey, John Witherspoon, it's his birthday. Well, he passed away in 2019. John Witherspoon. And is that Reese Witherspoon's
I don't
dad,
know.
you think?
Who? I've never heard of John.
No.
Witherspoon.
I hadn't either, but I just wonder if that's, Reese Witherspoon. She did all the movie acting stuff.
She didn't she do something in Blue Ridge or help something? I heard. I don't know.
They were all mad at her and we talked about this before. She got pulled over up there in Nashville, and the cop pulled her over, and she's like, "Do you know who I am?" And they were like, "Can you believe she did that?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, I can. I would do it, wouldn't you?"
Heck yeah.
I'm Tommy Townsend. You know who I am?
Yeah.
Anything get out of a ticket.
Yeah.
Ain't
And
nothing
stay in
wrong.
jail longer. You tell them my name.
At that point, if you can get out of a ticket, I think, it's open game, man. Whatever you got to do. Of course, Denzel Washington didn't work out good for me at all. I tried that. But I'll have to pick somebody
Man, I
else.
can't
You need
figure
to
that.
shave your beard.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah,
the beard?
it's the beard.
I guess maybe you're right. So, yeah, but I don't know. I'm like y'all. Most people, they do anything. Oh, yes, sir. I'll take my ticket. No, I want it. I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Hey, Jennifer.
Yes.
Joey Bailey says J.P. Morgan was one of the ones that backed out.
Yes. Yes, thank you. My mind isn't working yet. But
Listen, I'm listening to you because
yes.
right now conspiracy theorists are like 64-1. They're winning.
Yeah, I
They
know.
are,
That's a
yeah.
good
Yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
Hey, what is the difference between conspiracy?
And I'm the resident conspiracy theorist
There
of
you
this
go.
bunch. So.
Yeah.
The difference between conspiracy theorist and the facts is just time, right?
6
Yeah.
months. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. All this is coming out, though.
Oh, yeah.
it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
We can't talk about it. They're going to get. Wait a minute. I reckon they're going to put Trump back on Facebook and all that stuff they
He
said.
can't, though. So he's got an agreement that he can't use anything but Truth Social until June.
Well, come June.
Well.
Hey, it's Holocaust Remembrance Day.
That's deep.
That's pretty big deal. Ain't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty big deal. That was crazy. National Bigwig Day. I guess that would be.
Me.
Y'all didn't get me anything.
Oh, no.
I'm a big wig.
Talking about Dolly Parton, big wigs.
Yeah.
When I think of Dolly Parton, I don't think of the wigs.
Yeah.
You think of her big round eyes.
Yeah.
National Fun at Work Day. Oh, I got mail.
You got mail.
Yep. So anyway, but what else you got, Pat? Anything? We need to get to a break.
Hey, the big one in Georgia. This is the day the University of Georgia was chartered in 1785.
The University of Georgia.
Yeah.
So now you a Georgia fan or Georgia Tech? That's a big deal between them two, right?
I guess.
I got all kinds of
Yeah.
mail. These bill collectors just do not quit.
You still got an AOL account dial up, Steven?
He saved up all those old CDs he used to get in the cereal box,
I miss the days when you bought cereal boxes and they had toys on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they still do that.
I don't know.
Maybe Cracker Jack boxes. Maybe.
But Cracker Jack's toys ain't no good anymore. They're like just jokes or something. Back then, we get that little plastic thing that had a little BB in it,
I don't remember that.
You have to roll it around, try to get a little spot. Yep.
Yeah.
The maze, right?
Yeah, it's a little maze. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. You're old like
Yeah.
me. Yep. So, all righty. National Big Wig Day. Thank y'all very much. Today is, it's Friday, right?
It's Friday.
All day long.
That's Bannister's Cooper Home. Bannister Cooper Funeral Home. I'll get out here in a minute. It'd be bad for them to go up there. Hey, we heard this is a house for home.
Yeah.
We'd like to stay if we could. So,
I know a question we should have asked Tamara last week.
yeah, I thought she's going to be here.
yeah.
I don't know, but anyway.
If you get a discount if you don't get the full 6 feet, if you just want to get 4 feet.
4 feet past.
Yeah, less digging.
Bannister Cooper Funeral Home is bringing you the show today. They are super, super good people, no doubt about it. And I think they've got some kind of easy payment plan, but I'm not sure if you got to be paid in full by the time to pull the pin on you or not, how that works out. Because I don't know if they stick you for the bill, they dig you back up. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, I like them, no doubt about it. Give Bannister Cooper Funeral Home a call and check into that easy payment plan they got going on, which is pretty good deal. So we'll be right back.
And now with more news for Western North Carolina and North Georgia, I'm Jeff Batten. Early voting for the special election runoff between Cherie Ralston and Johnny Chastain ends at 5 p.m. today. Both candidates are out at local events reminding voters that Election Day is this Tuesday.
huge obstacle right there is getting out the vote in a runoff. You know, we're just working hard to get everyone to come back out.
You know, we got to get everybody back out to the polls. That's key. It's just special elections, and I think a lot of folks have election fatigue. So we're looking for that January 31st date to get all of our voters back out.
Ralston and Chastain are professionally well acquainted, both serving on the Fannin County Development Authority. Less than 400 voters out of 8,000 separated them on January the 3rd. That seat, vacated by the death of David Ralston, serves Fannin, Gilmer, and Dawson counties. Newly minted Congressman Chuck Edwards has been vocal about improving constituent services to our North Carolina district, but anyone hoping for a satellite office in Hayesville or Murphy will be disappointed.
With phones and email and internet where we've got it and fax machines, there's a good chance that we can serve most of the people's needs with casework and definitely in hearing their voices through more of a centralized office structure. And if need be, we'll get in the car and drive to Murphy or Hayesville or wherever.
But that will not deter District State Senator Kevin Corbin from making sure Edwards' visit to Extreme Carolina last week wasn't a one-off.
Absolutely, and that's something that I've made a practice of, is getting leadership, Speaker of the House, other leaders out here. We've had a constant stream of them. I want them to know where we live, what we do, what our needs are, and that's critical when it comes to getting funding and other things, for them to be able to know where we live and know our people.
Please download the free WJRB app. For Pat Malone and Harry Bond, I'm Jeff Batten. Have a great weekend.
This is Tamala Cooper with Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, and I left my husband and staff unattended for a few hours, only to find out I have been given a nickname, which happens to be a rodent. In our line of work, you have to maintain a sense of humor, but I think these guys took it a little far this time. Come by and give them a hard time with me, and while you're there, let's go ahead and get your wishes in writing. Pre-planning your wishes doesn't have to be somber. We are Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, Towns County's local funeral home.
Dad, turn on the heat.
Give it a second.
Hey, Dad, it's really cold.
Guys, this car isn't exactly brand new. Give it a second.
So I'm guessing heated seats are out of the question?
Wise guy.
Hey guys, it's Andy. Why don't you come see me and check out all the new and pre-owned vehicles at Jackie Jones Ford of Hayesville. The new year means a new vehicle, and Jackie Jones Ford is ready to hook you and the kids up with something a little, hotter. Jackie Jones, your neighborhood Ford dealer, Highway 64 West in Hayesville. Online at jjfordhayesville.com.
7M Family Farms produces year-round non-GMO fruits and vegetables available for purchase at their farm store in Blairsville. The farm and farm store are open 10:30 to 3 Fridays and 10 to 2 on Saturdays, closed Sunday through Thursday just during the winter. The cafe is currently closed until May, but you can still order fresh produce and fresh seafood straight off their website. Produce, oysters, fresh lobsters, chicken wings, they have it all, and it's all available by special order at 7mfamilyfarms.com. 7mfamilyfarms.com.
Tax season's greetings from your friends at H&R Block. Whether you choose to file virtually, in person, or via drop-off, let's make it a season worth celebrating. File your way with H&R Block and get upfront, transparent pricing, expert help at every step, and a max refund guarantee that means you'll ring in the season by getting every dollar you deserve. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund. Limitations apply. See hrblock.com/guarantees.
Your H&R Block locations in the mountains are in Blairsville, 706-745-4855, and now in Young Harris by Mary Southern Grill.
Can I financially survive another economic crash?
Will my money be there when I need it?
Do I have enough life insurance?
How do I create a personal pension plan?
Stop worrying and achieve financial peace of mind with Anderson Advisors, offering experience and knowledge. Anderson Advisors helps you design your own strategy for financial independence, protecting assets from risk and loss to make sure that you do not outlive your resources. Anderson Advisors, 1352 Main Street in Young Harris, 888-371-2847.
Billy Joel, the Stones, the Beatles, the Kinks, the Doors. You hear them all right here on Lake 97.7. But on the weekend, we go much deeper. I'm Greg Kinsey, and I invite you to join me for an hour of the greatest rock and roll artifacts to be found on the airwaves. Catch Deep Cuts at 7 a.m. Saturday and 7 p.m. on Sunday.
Followed by Casey Kasem's American Top 40 and Stephen Phillips Off the Beaten Tracks at Lake 97.7 FM.
Fridays on the Dish are presented by Bannister Cooper Funeral Home in Hiawassee. The experts at Bannister Cooper will guide you through the important family conversations when it comes to making end-of-life arrangements for a loved one. Yes, we're Towns County's funeral home, but we're welcome to all. And now, back to the Morning Dish.
All righty, we're back with you, and I know we ain't supposed to talk politics, but I cannot help but bring this up that the judge has ordered the release of the video attack of Nancy Pelosi's husband.
It should be pay-per-view.
I'm telling you, man, this is going to be better than that Tommy Lee and what's her
Pamela.
Yeah, this is going to put that on the back burner, no doubt.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
Two guys standing there with hammers in G-strings. This ought to be good.
Oh, gosh. Some things you can't unsee, Stephen.
I mean, no, that's right. Golly, bum. But, normally on this stuff like that, they just release them anyway. So, they must be something on there that they don't want nobody to see.
We'll soon find out.
What do you think, Pat? You ain't got nothing to say about that.
I'm not allowed to talk politics.
What do you think we're going to see on this? Do you think it's going to be incriminating?
You know what? I really don't care.
Really?
Do you?
Yeah.
I mean,
I do.
I'm with you, Pat. I don't care either.
In your life? What difference does it make in your life?
I like to laugh, man. I like to laugh.
Yeah,
it's going to be so much
like
fun.
To laugh.
Yeah, this is going to be.
You just like to have some more material for another conspiracy theory.
I don't know, man. You hear all the rumors, though, where they were in there naked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're pretty good about rumors, aren't you?
What are you trying to say, Pat? You drawing a line in the
I'm just trying
sand?
to say that, if I need a rumor, I know where to call.
We need to give you two boys some hammers and have you fight this out. Just not in your skivvies.
I don't care what y'all say about this guy. Paul Pelosi is the greatest investor of all time, dude. Just last month, he sold off 30,000 shares of Google stock right before the Justice Department filed a lawsuit against the company over the antitrust violations. I'm just giving that guy credit, man. He has the best timing.
Yeah.
How does he do that?
It's amazing, man.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but do you know where his big money is?
Nancy
he owns
Pelosi.
the building. He owns the buildings that most of the U.S. post office rent.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. What a surprise, huh?
I just
wonder
think
how he
it's
knew they were looking for a post office.
When there's somebody which it probably won't go nowhere, introducing a bill where that if you're in the Senate or Congress or anything like that, you can't invest.
It's called the Pelosi Act by Josh Hawley.
Oh, how about that? The Pelosi
There
Act.
you go.
Yep.
Is that him up there on the TV screen?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't recognize him with his clothes on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I know he got drunk and got in a car accident and all that other stuff, but honestly, if you was married to Nancy Pelosi, would you not be an alcoholic too?
Stephen, wait a minute. You said you're sorry? You're not.
Give
You're
him a
enjoying every minute of this.
Give him just a little credit. He's married to her. He has to go home to her every single night. Calganon, take me away.
Well, she's a good old gal.
Welcome home, honey.
Oh, Lord.
Packy does great impersonations.
I do my voice.
Yeah. All right, then.
Now do Tommy.
We got a guy who's bringing you a gift, and that's a surprise. I just remembered that. He's bringing you, well, I guess I can't ruin the surprise.
Yeah, don't ruin the surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's talk again before we go to a break. When are we going to give the last half of the show?
Yeah, we've got 2 pairs of Corey Smith tickets to give away today on the show. So we're going to give away our first one right now. And this one is going to include, let me throw you up on the camera there.
Hang on
a second, Jennifer.
There
hang
you
on,
go.
hang on.
There.
Hold that up. There you go. Tommy Townsend, Southern Maine. We're going to give away Corey Smith tickets.
Now pull it back down. Just pull it down.
I like
Put it over there in front of Steve's face.
Today.
Ronnie Maxwell says, please move that thing.
Please move it back. Yeah, there you go.
All right, so first caller gets a pair of Corey Smith tickets. He's in town tomorrow night at the Anderson Music Hall in Hiawassee, and you just got to be the first caller at 706-379-9770.
We'd like to thank Bannister's Cooper Funeral Home for bringing this show today. They've joined us here just recently, and they are good people. I know they have a lot of fun, but, when it comes to the end, that's a good place to begin right there. Right?
I guess so.
I'm getting good at this.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Marvin Cooper with Bannister Cooper Funeral Home.
At our funeral home, you won't want to ask for the man in charge. All I do is write the checks. My wife Tamala is the funeral professional, but I am good with finance and can tell you, in this time of high inflation, there is no better time to pre-plan a funeral. Gas prices are up, food prices are up, even dog food prices are up. Come lock in your funeral or cremation price today. We are Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, Towns County's local funeral home.
Erlanger Urgent Care in Murphy and Express Care in Hayesville offer convenient walk-in care 7 days a week. Hours are 8 to 7 Monday through Saturday and 10 to 6 on Sunday. Both locations have plenty of free parking. Boundary Waters Resort and Marina on Lake Chatuge is the #1 JC Tri-Tune dealer in the country, specializing in luxury performance Tri-Tunes with reliable Suzuki outboard power. As the exclusive dealer for JC Tri-Tune in the Lake Chatuge area, our professional sales and service team will get you out on the water in style. For the best selection and pricing on new and used JC Tri-Tunes in the North Georgia mountains, visit Boundary Waters Resort and Marina at bwboating.com or call 706-896-2530.
When you're cold, they're cold. Rodents are looking for a place to keep warm this winter, and your attic could be their next home sweet home. Trust us, you don't want these guys as your house guests. They have some nasty habits, including chewing on wires, a major fire hazard that causes 20% of house fires in the U.S. Call American Pest for a free inspection. American Pest Control, serving your community. Text or call 706-782-4113 to schedule your free inspection.
When it comes to helping local companies grow, News Talk 95.1 WJRB, Lake 97.7 WJUL means business.
I'm Jane Frazier with Sentinel Plastic Surgery in Blairsville. My husband, Dr. William Frazier, and I began advertising on WJRB and WJUL with no real idea how it would go. 18 months later, we've concluded it was one of the best things our practice has done to reach new patients in the mountain community. The response to the new ads has been very strong, but it's not just that. For us, we've been just as happy with how easy and fun it's been to work with WJUL and WJRB. The commercials sound great, and the staff and personalities are very invested in our success. If you're a small business owner looking for attention, we highly recommend WJUL and WJRB advertising.
If your small business is looking for new customers this year, we are the place. Go to WJULradio.com or call the radio station because we've got listeners who want to be your customers.
Early detection is the key to surviving colorectal cancer. That's why if you're 45 or older, a colonoscopy is so important. Erlanger Western Carolina Hospital makes it easy. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Michael Nerney, call 828-678-6781.
Pre-planning for your burial or cremation wishes doesn't have to be a downer. Drop into Bannister Cooper Funeral Home for a relaxed and comforting conversation with their team. Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, next to the McDonald's in Hiawassee. We love drop-ins.
All righty. They love drop-ins.
Yeah, they do.
It's not a downer. Who we got, Pat?
Hey, we've got Danny Anthony on the phone.
Hey, Danny, what's going on?
Oh, just another day in the neighborhood.
Hey, it's Friday, man. You got the weekend off. You're going to have to work.
I got the weekend off.
What do you do anyway?
I work construction.
Oh, man. I guess you're busy out there, ain't you?
Yes, sir. We stay busy.
Now, you say construction. What kind of construction?
Ground clearing, foundation work, just whatever we can make a little dollar at.
I know how that is, man. That clearing business, so you can have that. It seems like every time I crank up a chainsaw, I crank it up right next to a dang yellow jacket.
Oh, no.
Ooh, I hate them things.
Do it in the wintertime.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. But anyway. All right, man, we got some Corey Smith tickets, but you got to answer this question. You got us a question, Pat? Pat ain't even on here. I guess you give it free. Where's Pat at?
I'm here.
Okay.
If you would be quiet for a minute, I could talk.
Well, this is a dang talk show.
I know,
okay.
And it's your show. I forgot that.
Okay.
The question is, what year was Ronald Reagan sworn in as U.S. president?
I have no idea.
That's
okay,
close enough.
The other question is, the other question is, what North Carolina town of Pinehurst? What is it famous for?
Pinehurst?
Yeah.
Well, there's a Pinehurst, Georgia that's famous for the pecans.
There you go. You're a winner.
That's the answer.
Yep.
Is it really?
No, it's not really. Pinehurst, North Carolina is known for golf. But
Golf,
give them
yeah.
the prize.
Golf.
It is, yeah.
Gentlemen only, ladies forbidden. All right, man, we got you some Corey Smith tickets. Who you going to take with you?
I don't know yet.
Well, you need to take your wife, I guess.
No, I ain't got one of them, so maybe my son.
Okay, there you go. That'll work. That'll work. All right, man, we appreciate you calling in. Have a great weekend.
Hey, Danny, we got your tickets at the gate, okay, bud?
All right, thank y'all very much.
Thanks,
man. Yeah, the construction business is wide open right now, ain't it?
Yeah.
I think sales is kind of down a little bit, but I can't keep up with all that. This is pretty funny, y'all. We got liberals at Yale hold a hunger strike. So the Republicans got right next to them and started a barbecue. How about that? Now, that's thinking right there.
Yeah.
I don't know who organized that, but I hope they run for president one of these days. That would be rough, man, sitting there. I'm on a hunger strike, and there'd be a big old
Barbecue
slab of
going on.
barbecue ribs right beside you. Like, I think maybe I'm on y'all's side now.
Yeah.
Give me one of them ribs.
Most of them are vegetarians anyway.
Are they really?
Leftists in college.
Now you got
yeah.
vegetarians and vegans, and they both are in bad moods because they can't eat meat. But right, vegan don't eat meat at all, and vegetarians will eat eggs or something. How's that work?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
I just cannot imagine. I am not going to be involved in anything, religious wise or not, that you can't eat some pork and chicken.
Mm-hmm.
You know how
yeah.
you start drooling when you smell a cooking steak?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I'm wondering if vegetarians do that when they smell like new mown grass.
Maybe.
My mouth kind of waters when I smell new mowed grass. I love it.
Are you a vegan?
Huh?
Are you vegan?
Nah.
Tommy?
I just like grass.
I'm talking with the kind that's in the yard, Goober. You know?
Also, like salt. I've told my wife to go just give me a salt block at the Tractor Supply or somewhere, and I'll just lick it.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been by Tommy's house 2 or 3 times when they're mowing the grass. He's on the porch with a glass of iced tea, and his wife's out there mowing the
That's
grass
right.
with a push mower.
That's right.
She got a push mower. Anyway, we got a woman celebrating her 100th birthday. Has a tip for others. Avoid strange men.
Oh dear.
How do you know if they're strange or not? I mean, you're the lady.
Look in the mirror.
Stephen, look in the mirror.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh, you're a mean one.
Love you, cuz.
Mr. Grinch. You know, they say that people actually, when they look in the mirror, they see themselves better than they actually are. That is a truth. You know, you don't see that your nose is crooked or your eyes are cockeyed. I got a crooked grin and a beady eyes. They say don't trust anybody that's got beady eyes or a crooked grin, and I got both of them. So
there you go.
There you go. What are you gonna do? Strange men. Oh Lord, I ain't got anything. What do you got, Pack? You got anything to talk about?
Hey, 1880. This is the day that Thomas Edison patented the electric incandescent lamp, also known as light bulbs.
Oh, there you go. Everything.
How about that one?
Where do y'all find all this stuff?
Oh man, this is swimming around in the valley of trivia in my head.
That's some deep digging or something.
Yeah.
Well, you got the bulbs, and now they come out with the LEDs, and they say, "Oh, these will last 40 years." They don't.
They don't.
I think they just burn right out. Do y'all?
They only say that so that they can justify the price.
You know, we got the shop up there, and Dylan went and got a bunch of LED lights and put in the shop, and they're so bright I couldn't see. I'm like, man, y'all gonna have to turn some of them off. I mean, you
LED lights make me squint.
Yeah,
for
they're
some
so
reason.
bright.
I don't like Christmas lights. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the old fashioned bulbs.
I don't like the old fashioned. I think the people in China designed the Christmas light bulbs to drive us crazy because there's always one on a row of 1,000.
Oh yeah.
That causes them all to go out, and you got to go through there and test them all, and you get the little tester.
Throw them away and get another one.
Well, I'm not rich like you. I don't own a little China distillery. I'm a garbage man, son. I'm a bottom feeder here. We got to do what we can do. Yeah. I don't know.
This also, in 1967, was the day that the Apollo 1 command module caught fire, killed 3 astronauts.
I
down
remember
at
that.
the Cape.
What year was that?
1967.
Yeah.
Gus Grissom, Ed White, and Roger Chaffee.
We'd almost been here, but we
But you know, you go and look at the stuff that they were flying to the moon in, and you think to yourself, maybe Hollywood had something to do with the moon landing. I mean, I cannot imagine flying out of here in them things. It ain't much different than that bandwagon I drive. I mean, I probably got more technology on it than they did.
Hey, you know what, Stephen? We're going to have to change the name of the show to The Morning Conspiracy.
Well, I'm just thinking. I didn't say anything. I mean,
And the way the flag was blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
On the moon.
I read Buzz Aldrin's book. That's a good book.
Good old Buzz. I like that name, too.
He's still around. He just got married.
Yeah.
Yeah, to a younger.
92.
Yeah.
30-year-old younger bride.
Yeah, she's like 60-something or something. I think she married him for his money. That's what I think. Or she's pregnant one. You know, we'll know. I wrote down the date, so we'll add up the months.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shotgun wedding.
There you go.
I bet she's with child.
There you go. That's probably what's going on with all that. He seemed like a pretty, that's funny though. Well, it's not actually, they got the retirement senior living thing going on up here. And back years ago, there was a lady, Gigi, I think was her name. And she's the one that did all of the logos on the side of the spacecrafts. So if you've seen them. So Bud and all these guys would come by, all of them, and to see her. She had pictures of them there in Hiawassee, all these astronauts would come by to see her, but she was started getting dementia and that kind of stuff. But she actually was the one that painted. Every one of them had a little logo, their own logo, and it was a big deal back then because they really didn't want a woman in there doing that. And astronauts said, "Well, if you don't let her do it, then we're not going to fly."
Wow.
So that's the way she got to do that. But I always thought that was pretty neat. And
That is.
I think she passed away not long ago. But she actually.
Hey, it was a woman who figured out the formula how to get them to the moon.
Yeah,
remember that
movie?
That story about the mathematician?
Yeah, I remember. That was a good movie. I can't remember the name of it.
It was a real good movie.
A Beautiful Mind? Is it that one?
Yes.
Russell Crowe?
I think it was. Yeah. I met one of the guys that puts the spacesuits on the astronauts a few years ago.
I met the janitor one time.
Yeah. That's always NASA and all that stuff's always. That's always intrigued me. I like all that stuff.
I do too. We went down there to where they shoot that thing off, and actually that building they have to open the doors up to let the clouds out because it'll rain inside of it. That's how big that thing is.
Huh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool when the first woman went to space, though. You did hear about that, right?
She got lost.
No, she's like, Houston. She radioed into him. She's like, Houston, we have a problem. And they're like, what? She said, never mind. Said, what's the problem? Says, nothing. Please tell us. She says, I'm fine. No, I'm fine.
You don't know me no better than that.
You should already know.
Jeez.
Women, I tell you.
Yeah. Golly.
How do y'all live with us? That's what I want to know.
We would never make it to the moon if it hadn't been for y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our insurance premiums would have been lower too. I don't know. The GDP, what is the GDP? They report reveals that the Great Depression warning signs have so great today, not seen since 1932. So we're fixing to go into another great depression.
Oh, the White House will just change the definition of depression.
Can we do that?
Of course we're not in a depression.
It's not looking good at all.
No, it's scary.
Yeah, it's not looking good at all. But I don't know. And that's the thing about it, younger people laugh at these older folks like my dad and our grandmothers and all that who kept everything. I mean, they kept egg cartons and they kept everything, And
they washed aluminum foil too, didn't they?
Yes, they did. And they're like, why
could
did
reuse it?
And they're saying, why would you do that? Just throw it away. They're fixing to figure that out, I think.
Paper cups. I remember my mom, the Solo cups.
Right.
I
red Solo. His mom had red Solo cups, not blue one.
Yeah,
red Solo cup. Yep. That's the truth, though. They did all that kind of stuff and kept it because you didn't have it. If you didn't have it, I mean, they had gas rationings, and they actually had a guy that built. You could take a car because you could get more gas credits on a pickup truck, and they had a guy that designed a bed that would go on the back of a car. They take the rumble seat and all that stuff out of the back of the car and make a pickup out of it where they could actually get a little bit more fuel.
Yeah.
During the war and all that kind of stuff is going on.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. Like I said, it's kind of scary to think, but.
During the Second World War, steel was in short supply because it was all going to the war effort. My dad found a rusted pedal fire engine and spent days putting it back in shape and gave it to me for Christmas.
Oh, that's cool.
That is neat.
Yeah, that is cool.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still have it?
No, I don't have it.
Oh, did
unfortunately,
you took it
my brother wrecked it.
Took it and sold it and bought cigarettes. I don't know. It is kind of scary to think, though, that, it's going to be, I guess it's the Great Reset. What are they going to call it, though? If they're going to change the name, the Great Depression to...
I don't know. The Bible calls it the Great Tribulation.
There you go.
Now it's the Great Reset. Who knows?
Yeah. Biden says Biden says people think he's stupid just before getting a congressman's name wrong. No, people don't think Biden's stupid. Y'all think Biden's stupid?
I just think he has dementia. His poor brain is shot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think.
Where's the happy birthday song when you need it?
Yeah, that's right. Biden called Doug for the congressman while searching for Don. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I'd really do that, but I'm not the president. You know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alvin.
That is so much
The
fun.
leader of the free world.
The leader of the pack.
Yeah.
Vroom, vroom. I've got to craving barbecue now. After that barbecue thing.
Why don't you go ahead and get us some, Stephen?
That's right.
Packy's getting nervous from our last barbecue discussion.
Yeah, let's not
Let's
revisit
go.
that.
Let's go. Change the topic, guys.
I was going
on
to
to
say
the
something.
next.
My brain quit on me. Y'all ever do that? Your brain quits.
You were just talking about Biden.
And then that's my problem. My brain will quit, but my mouth keeps running.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I get in a lot of trouble like that. Yeah. Yeah. My mouth's in gear, my brain's in neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway. All right, what I was going to do is I was going to give some more tickets away. And did we give away this, or is this going to go with this time?
I don't know.
That went to Danny Anthony.
What? That did?
Yep.
the album?
Right, yep,
Okay.
Oh, the album
did.
went-
Show
The
it on there
album
again,
is
though.
gone.
Oh, the album is gone.
The album is gone.
Yeah. Waylon's playing on that, too, and singing on it. And him and Jerry Bridges produced it. So, yeah.
But it's gone. He
It's
just
gone.
brought one. He just brought one. So we're going to give away more Corey Smith. When is that show, Pat?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Tell them about it.
Corey Smith live at the Anderson Music Hall, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. And if you can't manage to win the tickets here, you can get them at GeorgiaMountainFairgrounds.com.
There you go. So that being said, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back. Go ahead and give us a call. And, Pat, get us another question. I mean, something like, how much does a moon weigh or something easy like that.
Okay, you got it.
All right, this is one of our last pairs. You got one more chance to win on Jeff Batten's show today between 3 and 6, but this is our last pair of tickets. So be the first caller at 706-379-9770 for Corey Smith.
And we'd like to thank Bannister's Cooper Home for bringing you the show today. If you're going down, you might as well look good. So give them a buzz over at Bannister's Cooper Funeral Home.
This is Marvin Cooper with Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, and I'm here with our office manager, Cassandra Bannister. Cassandra, Ken just called you Little Bit, and it made me think about all of our friends' nicknames. Red, Piglet, Speed, Smiley, Tank, Peanut, Spud, Oompa, Dink, and Stretch. I think Tamala and I need nicknames. I once called Tamala Chinchilla.
Marvin Cooper, Tamala is going to kill you. I can't believe you just said that on the radio. We are Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, Towns County's local funeral home since 1934.
Hey, this is Samuel from Sleep USA. Is being healthy one of your New Year's resolutions? The best place to start is the place where you spend the most time, your mattress. Getting healthy starts with getting 8 hours of quality sleep every night. Something else that will help you sleep better is taking advantage of our 0% interest financing for up to 48 months, so you can hold on to your cash to buy your gym membership. Visit a Sleep USA near you in Blairsville, Murphy, Franklin, or Silva to sleep well, live well today.
Young Harris Water Sports and RV now offering the Supreme Surf Boat line, along with Hurricane Deck Boats, Godfrey Pontoons, Monterey, Chaparral, Bayliner Bowriders, Low Pontoons, along with both Yamaha and Sea-Doo PWCs and more. Young Harris Water Sports and RV has the area's largest service center, parts and accessory selection, so there's no need to leave the mountains. Young Harris Water Sports and RV at 3676 Highway 76. Online at yhmarineandrv.com.
Let's go! Hello, this is Brett Cohey, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. I know that there has been volatility in the market and you might be wondering what rising rates means for you. Call me today at 706-632-2767. That's 706-632-2767. And let's schedule some time to learn more about our current CD and bond rates. Let's help make sure your money is working as hard as you are. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Lake 97.7 is now streaming everywhere.
I sent him into the future.
Well, not exactly the future. I mean, apps have been around for a while. All the heart, soul, and rock and roll you can handle is now an app. Just search WJUL in the Google Play or App Store. Download the free app and you can listen to all of the greatest music that ever lived anywhere. Lake 97.7 is on your smart device. Download the WJUL app now.
Attention podcasters, church audio mixers, or people who love our radio stations and think you could help. WJUL and WJRB are hiring, and you might be a perfect fit. If you worked in radio before, great. If not, we still want to hear from people who are creative. So you make cool YouTube videos? You've ever written professionally? You like going to county meetings? Please call WJUL and WJRB or send a resume and letter to our Facebook page. The staff and I look forward to hearing from you.
Fridays on the Dish are presented by Bannister Cooper Funeral Home in Hiawassee. The experts at Bannister Cooper will guide you through the important family conversations when it comes to making end-of-life arrangements for a loved one. Yes, we're Towns County's funeral home, but we're welcome to all. And now, back to the Morning Dish.
All righty, we're back with you. The phone lines are open, 706-379-9770. I reckon now, John, how do you say that last name?
Larroquette from Night Court days.
They're fixing to reboot that, they said.
They already did.
And they said that he was paid with marijuana to narrate the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They paid him in marijuana. Is that a good deal?
I mean, if you're going to
That's
buy
a great
it,
deal.
you're going to buy it anyway.
Now, Night Court, that's where, I remember Night Court. Who was on Night Court, though? Was he?
Bull, remember Bull, the tall, bald guy?
Yeah.
And then you had Larroquette, and I can't remember Harry Stone. I don't remember the other ones, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was. I like that. That was kind of funny, though, Night Court. I like them old shows back in the day.
Me too.
I wish they'd bring back Sanford and Son. Or the Jeffersons. They were always cool.
Well, that wouldn't fly these days, would it?
All in the Family.
Oh,
Archie
yeah.
Bunker.
Oh, I
that
love
was
Archie.
fly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
He's great.
I love Archie. That was good shows back then. That's when people could laugh at themselves, you know. Yeah, absolutely. Because, you know, you had like Archie Bunker. He made fun of everybody. And then you had Fred Sanford. He made fun of all those white guys. I always love it when the cops would come over and the white cop, he would say something to you know, Sanford, and he'd say, "What'd he say?" He said it's cool, man. You know, I love that. You know,
I went to the MASH set. I was a big MASH fan.
They still got that set up, don't they?
Well, that big forest fire took it all down. But,
Did it?
But it's you had to hike about 2 miles back in Malibu Canyon.
Oh, I'm out.
But the set of that wasn't much bigger than these rooms
You're
right
kidding.
here. It was all the camera angles, and you know where they went up with the Jeeps to get to the helicopter, that hill.
Right.
It was just like a little hill that you know, but the camera angles made it look.
Oh, that's the thing about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's why on this show here I look so fat. I just weigh 121 pounds, but on this I look like I weigh 250. It's the camera angle.
Yeah.
It's all camera
Yeah,
angles.
camera.
And lighting.
You know, it's funny though. It's like yesterday or day before yesterday was the first episode of the Dukes of Hazzard. You know, and they started shooting it down in Georgia. The first like 6 or 8 episodes. Then they took it to California out there, and they had about a 4-acre field, and they would video the car coming down the road one way. Then they video the car coming down the road the other way. And just, you know, they do all that. I'll tell you what I don't like though. Now everything has got the blue or green screen stuff. I hate the green screen. It's
Me too.
It's just not even.
It's not real. I
No.
like things to be real.
Waylon showed me some scripts of the Dukes of Hazzard and his narrations and stuff.
I'll tell you what I like.
Yeah.
Let me throw this out there right quick. 706-379-9770. We got Corey Smith tickets. We don't have a record to throw in with that.
We can throw in another record if you come by the distillery.
There
and
you
get
go.
it.
There you go. You can do that. So that's well worth that. So but Waylon was the balladeer on that, and he used to say very inappropriate things and send to the studios.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I've asked everybody I can think of if anybody had any of them, but he had a lot of fun with that. And they said it would just make them so mad when he do that, you know. But they travel, and Richie was actually the guy over keeping all that up.
He was the music director of the show.
Yeah, he's the one that would find the place to record them or whatever, because they'd be out on the road and they just send them to him, you know. And,
Richie said they had a tape recorder on the bus, and then I think they got to where they would just like stop at a local radio station, and he'd record his parts and send them in to the show.
I don't know, you know, looking back on the Dukes of Hazzard now, though, I mean, back then it seemed so cool, but nowadays it's kind of corny just a little bit. I'm sorry, John, if you're listening.
Yeah.
You were the cool guy.
I had my Dukes of Hazzard lunchbox.
I did too.
love Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
What?
Remember the first show, Stephen, where they blew up the barn?
Yep.
The guy that cut my hair, that was his barn, and he was wanting to take it down. And they came to him and asked him if they could blow it up.
Really? That's pretty cool, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's pretty neat, though, all the movies things. Of course, there's a lot of movies going on in Georgia now. We got another one coming in that a buddy of mine's going to do. It's going to be loosely based on the Burt Reynolds, but it ought to be pretty cool. But, you think about all the movies that's been shot in this area and commercials.
bunch.
There's thousands of commercials. There's been more commercials shot around here than, and, you're sitting there watching TV like, well, I know where that's at. That's neat to me.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. So what's going on this weekend at the distillery? Anything?
Nothing. I don't think so. But next week's the music bingo. That brings a big crowd in.
Yeah. BINGO. Pat, what are you going to do this weekend?
I'm still working on that column for the magazine, and I got Monday's the deadline. I got to have it to them. So I got weekend of editing, I'm afraid.
Well, it ain't but 30 characters is all you're allowed. And what's taking so long?
No, it's like 750 words.
Oh, wow. Pat, what are we going to do we got a bunch of stuff we're going to give away for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we have a big Valentine's Day contest right now. We have a night stay at the Hellendorf, the River Inn Suites in Helen, and also a gift certificate to Cowboys and Angels in Helen. And the radio station is throwing in $97.70. But you got to write a poem, an original poem under 40 words is the max, and call that into the station and read it on the air on the morning dish. And we're going to put some names into a hat and draw a name a few days before Valentine's Day.
There you go. Hey, we got any comments on there we can read on?
Yeah, we got Joey Bailey's poem to you.
No, we don't want to read that.
Yeah, let's hear that, Packy.
Let's see. Hey, Joey. He says, great show today. Joey Bailey, and he is way more outlaws also. They're talking about your music, Tommy, and you guys can find that. We're on iTunes.
Or all the streaming stuff, too.
And someone says, Steve and I agree with you.
I'm glad you do. About time somebody seen it my way.
Oh, man. And we were talking about Joe Biden earlier, and he laughs and says 80 million voters.
There you go.
I'm with you, man. So what we got?
Oh.
Hey, 1825. U.S. Congress approves the Indian Territory, which was the beginning of the forced relocation of the Eastern Indian tribes from our area.
Very sad.
Yeah.
Very sad day. Yeah.
I don't know, Pat. We always do the trivia stuff on the first half of the show. Are you okay?
I'm good.
That just kind of popped up.
You were kind of, that's one of the random thoughts that came through my mind.
Who is C.J. Harris, former American Idol contestant, dead at 31? Anybody know who that is?
No.
I do not.
American Idol stuff, I can't keep up with all that. Oh, he's third place in American Idol. I'm like, well, who cares? I like the bad ones. I like to watch it when they're terrible. You're like, you're a terrible singer. You're like, well, my mom said I could sing.
Yeah.
Your mom's a liar. But now them girls that got on there, the three black girls that got on there and did that Dolly Parton thing, man, they've blown up. What was their names? You know who I'm talking about?
Know.
Yeah, they're huge. I can't remember. They did a Dolly Parton song, and they always make fun of them. And then you wonder if it's not kind of pre-programmed because they always make fun of them kind of, well, this is going to be terrible. And then it's like outstandingly great.
What's that one you tried for? A talent something with the belly dancing thing?
Well,
What?
I'm going to bring up some stuff you don't want to talk about. Just keep it up.
The Towns County High School thing. Talent show.
I tried to get to, I think we need to do like the Redneck Olympics here in North Georgia. I think that'd be great.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, you could have like, they had it there one time in, I think, South Carolina or something. For some reason they canceled
No, they had it in South Georgia.
And why did they cancel that?
I don't know. Because they always drew big crowds. They had toilet seat throwing and all the good redneck things.
Oh, that'd be so much fun. I guess it's the clientele that brought in, maybe.
Well, they did that a few years ago at the Sorghum Festival. They had the backer spitting. My wife won that.
Yeah, they quit the backer spitting contest, though. I wonder why they did
Oh, they
that.
did? Well, it's probably bad for
They
you.
do the grease pole climb. They still do that one?
I don't know. I know they still do the biscuit eating.
I'm doing on that biscuit sopping contest. I rock on that.
I think it's sad they don't do the possum drop anymore for New Year's.
Yeah, I was involved in that. That ended my career right there.
You're kidding.
I mean, I'd have a show somewhere and they'd be 100 people out there with a possum sign.
Well, you're not supposed to crawl in the cage with the possum as they drop it.
That was so much fun down there doing the possum drop, man. I'm not kidding. And Peter went all over it. Hey, Mel, golly, you just don't realize. A possum. I mean, they worry about it. It's a possum. It's like a giant rat.
He was treated good.
He really was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. He was treated good. They got all his shots, and they washed him and bathed him, and then they dropped him from the sky. And it's traumatizing to the possum, they said.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's traumatizing. See Mayor James Reed dressed up in a dress. That's what's traumatizing. All right, Bannister Cooper Funeral Home. We appreciate them bringing you the show. And Georgia Mountain Grading, no doubt about it. They're good folks, homegrown right here. I like a family-run operation, and they are good people, so don't forget about Georgia Mountain Grading. Pat, you can go back to bed now.
Thank you, sir.
See you, Pat.
Hey, Tommy, thank you for coming in, man.
Thank you for having me.
Jennifer, always good to have you, girl.
Always happy to be here.
There you go. You going to be back Monday?
Yes, I am.
All righty, we'll be back Monday. Y'all be good.
See you.
W249DB and WJULAM, Hiawassee.
Well, look a here. Guess who's number one in the Nielsen